Today, we will talk about hindsight bias. Hindsight bias is a psychological phenomenon that allows people to convince themselves after an event that they accurately predicted it before it happened. This can lead people to conclude that they can accurately predict other events. Hindsight bias is studied in behavioral economics because it is a common failing of individual investors. Hindsight bias is when a person looks back at an event and believes they predicted the outcome, even if they failed to act on that prediction. Unfortunately, this leads people to think that their judgment is better than it is. The idea is that once we know the outcome, it's much easier to construct a plausible explanation. With this, we become less critical of our decisions, leading to poor decision-making in the future. Hindsight bias is caused by the bias occurs when we remember something we believe we predicted and view it at the present time as an inevitable event we knew would happen. Investors often feel pressure to perfectly time buying or selling stocks to maximize their returns. Hindsight bias occurs when new information comes to light about an experience, changing how we recall that experience. We selectively remember only the information that confirms what we know or believe to be true. Then, if we feel we already knew what would happen all along, we fail to carefully review the outcome. Hindsight bias involves revising the probability of an outcome after the fact. Investors should be careful when evaluating their own ability to predict how current events will impact the future performance of securities. Believing that one can predict future results can lead to overconfidence, and overconfidence can lead to choosing stocks or investments on a hunch, not for financial performance or value. Financial bubbles are always subject to substantial hindsight bias after they burst. For example, following the dot-com bubble in the late 1990s and the Great Recession of 2008, many pundits and analysts demonstrated their precise knowledge of how events that seemed trivial at the time were harbingers of future financial trouble. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. Hindsight bias is a psychological phenomenon in which one becomes convinced they accurately predicted an event before it occurred. 2. It causes overconfidence in one's ability to predict other future events and may lead to unnecessary risks. 3. Hindsight bias can negatively affect decision-making. 4. In investing, hindsight bias may manifest as a sense of frustration or regret at not having acted in advance of an event that moves the market. 5. One key to managing hindsight bias involves documenting the decision-making process via a journal, e.g., an investment diary. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.